Hello, once again, Grace family. Pastor Andrew and I are here again to give you an update on what's going on here at Grace Church and then what ministry looks like in the next little while here at church. This Sunday, believe it or not, is going to be 2 full months from the time we were asked to stop having congregational meetings at the church. Man, that seems like a lifetime to me.
It's too long.
I can't get beyond this. But thankfully, we see a light at the end of the tunnel. You guys are listening to the news, I'm sure, and the governor and others. They've begun lifting a few restrictions. We don't want to be too precipitated at just, jumping in a whole hog, but we are looking forward to seeing things getting going again here at the church. I was telling somebody yesterday, it's kind of like we're coming to that time like Noah after the flood. He's peeling back the top of the ark to look out the window to see what's happening. What's the world look like, I kind of feel like we're doing that right now as we're seeing just exactly what we can do. So there's still reports of the spread of the virus, and so we at the church here are not taking anything lightly, and we're not trying to rush anyone to do anything, but we're looking forward to seeing what God's going to let us do very, very soon. I want to tell you, thank you very much for responding to the survey. I sent out a letter or an email thanking you, but let me just say it again. Thank you for responding. What it did for Andrew and me and Jonathan and Dean and everybody involved, Pastor Michael, what it did is told us, because you responded so thoroughly and so quickly, you're interested, you care about the church and its ministry, and you are involved. Thank you so very, very much. It helped us a lot. So your church leaders are constantly in contact. We've met several times through Zoom meetings, not breaking any rules, through Zoom meetings, and we've been working on things. We want to say this again. We're working on an incremental and a measured reopening of the ministries of Grace Church. We're not going to do anything just from night to morning, just throw open the doors and do everything all at once. So let me tell you a little bit about the next couple of weeks in May. All of our online formats at all levels are going to continue. So however you've been connecting with us, keep doing it. And if you hadn't taken advantage of the connections, well, get on the website, get on the app, and find out, because there's lots of connections at all levels, at all ages, and I want to encourage you to do that. So we're going to keep doing that right through. It's going to carry on through the end of the month and probably all the way through the month of June. And then some things are going to be, for far into the future, such as live streaming, and perhaps even some of our other online formats are going to continue to go. Now, the next 2 Sundays are the 10th, that's this Sunday, Mother's Day. By the way, happy Mother's Day ahead of time to all you moms. Don't miss this Sunday. I've got a lot to say to moms on Sunday. And then also the 17th. Now, the schedule will not change at all. We're not going to do anything before the 24th. Now, we're not announcing that we're going to do anything different the 24th and the 31st, but if we were going to do anything extra, that's when we would do it. But we will let you know about it. Now, let me clarify something here right now. And we don't want to hurry anyone at Grace Church to do more than they feel that they should or that puts their health in jeopardy. I don't know what everybody's situation is, and I think we've talked about this time and again. There's not going to be any of this, you ought to do this or you ought to do that or where were you, even when we get going. So just put that to rest in your mind. Everybody knows their own situation, your underlying health problems. And so as we do open up and we actually have online or on-campus ministries, you just rest assured we're not taking notes about who's here and who's not. We're just here to let you know that we are going to open up eventually, and when we do, there won't be any pressure to rush back. But we know that many of you are dying to get back, and so we are going to get things going. So I think that's probably enough. In June, we're going to publish a plan of the incremental reopening, and it'll be stated everything that we'll be doing and all the precautions that we're taking. We'll put that out for you so you have it in written form, through an email, through a letter, through something. You'll be getting that, and of course these updates on Mondays and Fridays are going to continue. Now, once again, we're very sensitive to the fact that not everyone has the same health situation. Not everyone is at the same place, neither in age, neither in health, neither in situation in life. Not everybody has 5 or 6 kids that they have to think about. So there's going to be a different response even when we do open. But let me say it again. We are here for you, to serve you and to shepherd you. We're not here to herd you, to push you, or to make demands of you. And we just want to say that as your pastors. We love you and we care about it. Andrew's got a few things today that he's going to share with you as we get ready to look forward to Mother's Day.
That's right. I just want to encourage you to continue using, for these last couple of weeks where we're really emphasizing and pushing everything on our online formats of engaging with you. They have been a real blessing.
They have, absolutely.
The purpose of our church has not changed during this time. We still exist to glorify God by making disciples across the street and around the world. All that has changed is our tool belt has changed.
Yeah, that's right.
The tools we're using.
That's right.
We can't use our building, really. We can't use our pews. We can't
That's
use a lot of the stuff here. But we're using all these digital formats. We're using our neighbor fence lines.
That's right.
We're using
right.
different tools right now. I just had a Bible study this morning with a bunch of junior high students. And honestly, we were talking about it. If I had tried to have a Friday morning 9 a.m. Bible study with junior high students on a normal week, I probably wouldn't have had too many there because they can't drive themselves. And they can't,
right.
But I got to spend the morning talking about the Bible and we got into creationism and stuff like that with a whole bunch of students. It's a different set of tools. We miss the fact that we don't get to use the tools we're used to using.
That's right.
Tools that are very good.
Yep.
Tools that are very beneficial.
Absolutely.
But it's a different set. So I just want to take a second to remind you of the primary tools we're using right now is our online gathering on Sunday morning. We do encourage you to be joining us on YouTube. Share that with your friends. Share that with your neighbors. This is an easy time for someone to check out our services and check out what we're doing.
Non-threatening, no high commitment.
Yeah. And we turn those recordings into podcasts as well, and we upload those wherever you find podcasts. You can find those. You can share those with your friends too during this time. Sunday nights we have student ministry gatherings. We have some of our adult Bible groups that are meeting as well. Wednesday nights we have our youth group meets on YouTube as well. Pastor Phil does a table talk on Facebook Live. Also a great time. You get in there and engage in the chat section and everything. There's all sorts of stuff going on around here. Would encourage you to be tuning in for those things. Would also encourage you to use our app. We have lots of different features on there under the Sunday section, things like checking in, which a lot of you are doing, and that's so cool. When we get those reports and we're like, hey, 800 some people checked in this week. You know, like that's amazing. So thank you for using that. Please keep doing that. Our online giving program through our website, through the app, all good stuff. And the best thing about all of these means, our website, our app, is that you can continue to communicate with us because even during this time, we are still here for you. And we really mean that when we say that. So please reach out to us if there is any way we can pray for you, any way we could actually come and do something for you. Our deacons have been working overtime, taking care of people throughout our church and people related to people in our church who need help during this time. We're here for you. And if you just, we can only do stuff if we know.
Yeah, that's right.
If we know we can do something. And we are really looking forward to that time when we can come back together. Might just be a couple weeks away. We're watching to see what happens, but we want you to know we do love you as your staff, and we are working for you. There is a plan. We're watching to see how things roll here over the next couple of weeks here in Polk County and in our area, but we are here for you, and we can't wait to see you in person again. Pastor
Absolutely.
Phil?
You know, I wasn't going to say anything else, Andrew, but I've been wanting to say this. I wonder if I could get some of you men that are out there, if you watch this, to respond to something. And this is going to help me decide. I really miss being together in some men's Bible studies and stuff. And I was thinking about doing a study in 1 Peter, Real Faith for Tough Times. And it'd be an early morning thing, probably a 7 o'clock, 45-minute Bible study. We'd have to do it on Zoom. But if you'd be interested in doing something like that, you help me decide whether I have the desire for it. Send me an email, pwinfield@gracehome.com, pwinfield@gracehome.com. And if you men are interested in a Bible study, I'd love to gather with you on Zoom and we could just study God's Word together. Thanks a lot, and God bless you. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. We'll see you all on Sunday. Anything else? That's
Thanks
got
for
it.
watching.
All right. Bye bye.